Today, I want to talk about three main reasons why your outreach fails. And if you pay attention to this concept, you understand how that you can make your outreach, prospecting calls and messages being successful. Now, for you who don't know me, my name is Andreas and I am outreach coach, and I've been using my own strategy to generate more than $3 million and teaching a lot of people to be successful in sales. We're going to deep dive into the main reason why the outreach fails. And this is the really reason why most people cannot do outreach. So the first thing you got to know, there's prospecting triangle, which is there's pipeline, activity, and skills that you can do, and how that you can use these three triangle factors to increase the chance you get successful in prospecting. If you do this correctly and you have this balance of these three, there should be no reason why you cannot be successful in this. Now, the first one is pipeline. You need to track all the things that you need to follow up. So, for example, if you reach out to 50 people today, but the next day you reach out to the new 50 people without reaching out back to those first 50 people, that you will lose a lot of opportunity, because some people, they will not responding back. They just forgot to reply you. So that's why you need to note that down. And I have this concept. I have this template that I created myself. If you want this, just DM me, or you can just comment below, say me, and I'll send it to you to help you out. All right, this follow-up system, the pipeline, so you can know how that you can track your metrics, how that you can follow up with better value. And second thing is activity. If you don't have real activity in your daily basis, that you will not consistent with it, you cannot make good result, because sometimes you do well, sometimes you don't do well, and sometimes it's really affecting your mood. Sometimes it also affecting your performance. So it's not consistent from day to day. If you're not consistent, you're not tracking this from daily basis, most likely you have some crack, meaning that a lot of people, they don't even realize that the activity is the number one thing that makes result. If you're just listening to knowledge, if you're just knowing the skill without implementing activity, you're still not getting the result that you want, right? So first, recap. The first one is pipeline, how that you can measure and you can track all the leads that coming in and out, that people that not qualified, they don't want to respond to you, then you can take it out, right? But people who wanting and qualified, you can keep following up with them. Second thing is activity. If you track them all, but you don't have activity, you cannot make the pipeline working for you, right? Number three, before you go to number three, actually, so consistency is the key to unlock bigger revenue. If you don't have consistency, if you're not persistent in your action, then you will not be able to measure it again and again. If you don't take enough action, you will not get to the enough eyeballs, right? And you cannot get to qualify the right person because you just don't take enough action. So consistency is one of the big key component to make it work for the bigger revenue. Okay. Now the third one is skills. This is so obvious. This is so direct. You need to learn the skill of prospecting, of cold outreach, how that you can utilize the right skills to reach out to other people, engage with value, not just pitching, but how that you can use your skill to understand their needs, bridging their gap, and then you can understand how you can set up appointments with them. But if you don't have the skill, you will just be like average salesperson, which is they just come in, DM with pitch and see how it works. And you DM like 500 people, maybe one or two of them landed, but most likely people will not land with it because they don't have the skill, the right skill to use empathy, to use active listening. So this need take some time to learn this, right? So recap, the first one is pipeline. You need to know how that you can measure your leads. You can measure your, you know that who that you need to follow up. Second is activity. But on top of that, you need skills to do all of those two together, right? Because if you're reaching out to other people, they reject you, you keep missing it, and you're not actively getting to the people that you want. So the skill is one of the biggest component in the prospecting triangle. And that's what it said. Knowledge without implementation is nothing. If you know the skill, just knowing it doesn't mean you can do it. You need to know how that you can implement that and take action where you can keep measuring how many things that you do, how many script that you implement, and measure it so you can improve it. If you want to get the free course from me, this is 7 reasons why prospecting fails, and you can revise it, just DM me, or you can put in a comment